This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. We're here in Fife, Scotland, known to many as the home of golf. They've been playing the game here since the 15th century. Today, here at the old course at St. Andrews, this historic linksland will be the battleground for the most decorated golfers of the modern day. Rich Lerner alongside my partner, Frank Novello for EA Sports, will be calling all the action out here today. Frank, when you think of St. Andrews, what sort of memories come to mind?
Rich, I think you've got to think of the Swilcan Bridge first and foremost, and that's a little bridge that crosses the burn as you go down the 18th. Every great player that's ever played this game has walked across that bridge and had a look back. And it's just a golf course that continually grows on you. This is where the game started, and it's a monument forever and a day.
And that Swilcan Bridge has connected the generations, from Jones to Jack, from Jack to Tiger. Excellent opening tee shot right in the fairway. Frank, this first hole, all about the Swilcan burn.
Yeah, it cuts in so close to the front of that putting surface. If there's just a puff of wind, then all of a sudden that burn that you could just step across very much comes into play.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole.
There's no snack, though.
Ooh, good effort right there. Almost made it. Routine stuff for Rory, that's a par. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but left is always the safe side of the golf course. It's the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Hard to control out of the rough.
Looks a little left.
Played that one on the commercial side, as they say in the professional game, inside 30 feet.
Yeah, 27 feet to be precise, but to make it from there, that's asking for a bit.
Might be. Could be. Oh, he's going to love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
At the third hole now, Frank, it looks relatively easy, but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
There is. There's the pot bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's into your face, you might want to be a little cautious and go towards the middle of the golf course. But if it's behind you, well, then it's worth challenging that right side.
That is just a beautiful shot. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Pretty good shot right there. Frank going for another birdie.
あ、コーヒーさんこんばんは。珍しいね。ゴルフゲー見るなんて。そうだね。ミンゴルよりもリアル寄りのゴルフゲーですね。今年の全英オープンの舞台が このコースだか
How
ら
did that stay out, Frank?
久々に配信しようと思いました。
Clean this up with a
いやいや君の放送よく言ってるで。
just waiting for that moment.
あ、いや、ゴルフの配信を見るのは久しぶりだねっていうか初めてなんじゃない？国はよく来てくれるからありがたいですけどね。
Two ways to play it. Down the right, that's a very, very narrow strip of fairway. Most will go to the left side, a little more conservative. But either way, tough second shot.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack.
種類問わず言ってるつもりだが。
そうだっけが。
Frank, this is a position
ま
where
あ
players
ドラゴンズクラウン
absolutely licking his
と
chops here. Good chance
国
to
尾には
make
よく
birdie.
来てくれ
This
る
is when this
イメー
game
ジはあ
looks
るね。
like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the
タイ
flag.
ミングにもよるが。
うん、そうだね。そや、ニューミンゴルはあと2ヶ月ちょっとぐらいでサービス終了しちゃうみたいだね。
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That's well played.
PS は Y が酔う。
うん、それはねよく言ってるもんね。一人称視点は酔うって。うわ、全然ダメだったな。
Plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important
ど
ingredient.
ういうこと？オンラインできないの？
そう、オンラインできなくなるみたいだよ。
Obviously, we see it more on putting.
Good stroke right there. That's a par and stays at 1 under. Par 5s, this is where players look to make the move in a major championship. How does this 5th hole par 5 measure up, Frank?
Well, if you can avoid the bunkers, they're actually left and
フレ
right.
ンド体制不可能？
そう、できなくなっちゃうんだよね。それも含めて全
Try
部
and。guide your second shot between the 2 bunkers on the hill in front of you, which are called the spectacles.
Well, this one's
知らなかった
Frank.
のかな。いや、いつもやってるメンバー、ひょっとしたらみんな知らないのかな、そのこと。コーヒーさんが知らないってことは。そうなんだよね。マッハよりもやってる人多いんじゃねえかとは思うんだけど、
Par 5.
サービス終了しちゃうんだよね。まあ、代わりにああ、そっか。代わりに新作が出ればよかったんだけど、そういう話もないんだよね。
マッハに戻れということか。
まあ、
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Ready for his third
いや
shot.
言うて
Needs
マッ
to
ハ
hit this
と
close.
みんなのゴルフじゃ全然やってることが違うけどね。
皆さんもうちょい強くなってし。
Birdie try up next.
いやー、正直もうみんな伸びしろはあんまないんじゃないかな。
Has to like that one. Another birdie to get to 2 under par. Moving on to the par 4 6th hole here at the birthplace of golf. This hole shares a green actually with the 12. How do you work your way around this hole, Frank?
Some sort of tee shot, 3 bunkers that look like they're in the left center of the fairway, and a series of bunkers down the right. So somehow bisect those, and then you set yourself up to a green with a false front.
自分のびしろタックしあるよあえて残しつつ強くなってる。
それ以上強くなってどうすんの？
Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should.
もう3年近くマッハやってて、まだ伸びしろあるとか。絶望的やで。他の人からしたら。
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
持つ弧や配置変えないと厳しいと思います。
Nice par to remain at 2 under. Continuing from the oldest championship in the game. It's the Open Championship at the old course at St. Andrews here at the 7th hole now.
すでに私はビアトさんはエンジョイ勢だからね。
That's a good line for like left of center. And, well, if you can just work it off that, good tee shot. You're only going to have a pitch in here to a green that's set up very high.
隣のホールのグリーン行っちゃったよ。これ打てんのか？
最後に物言うのは理論やから。
理論ね。ああ、ウェッジ使えるわ。よかった。
Moving a little left of the flagstick, Frank.
そもそも本当にガチ勢少ない。
そうだね。でも私が知ってるガチ勢っつったら、今コーヒーさん、うまい棒さん、ダークさんとかそこら辺だけだと思うよ。
Greens are fast though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
ダメか。
Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
He'll take par and move on. Frank, now at the par 3 8th, and how challenging is this hole?
Well, it's
ダーク君はガチやね。たまに遊ぶな。
The problem here is trying to hit it close. A lot of little subtle breaks and undulations in this green, and often you see long, long birdie putts here.
Good swing, good shot yet again.
Not too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
Didn't hit the flagstick, but he still
か
has
つ
a
て
chance.
ガチ勢と呼ばれてた人で、いや、じゃなくて、このゲーム、日本語版ないんだよ。だから英語版を買ったんだよ。買うしかないんだよ。日本語版がないから。あ、別に問題はない。いや、難しいな。OK。
No, Rich, that was a huge putt. You don't expect to make them from that distance.
Frank, the old course all about
さすが国を替えのバイリンガルと言いたかった W。
なんだよ。国を替えのバイリンガルとか。めちゃくちゃやな。
If you can carry that last one, which is called the end hole, then there's a chance to perhaps drive this green.
画面綺麗すぎ W。
うん。そうだね。
That's fine.
まあ言うてもこれ7年前のゲームだけどね。
It's been like a clinic so far.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. That will be a great look at birdie. These putts keep the round together.
うっそう W は質 B しかしないから全部きれいに見えます。
Oh, and yet another birdie, Rich. Beautiful stroke.
言うてミンゴルも 3D やないか。
Well, this is another chance really to drive a par 4, especially if you're again, but you've got to hit that tee shot a little left of those two bunkers that are just short and right of this green. But course down the left, you've still got to be careful. Don't just flail away. But this hole, what a great name. It's called Bobby Jones.
Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. Let's see if he can make it.
誤差だよ。
なんだ誤差って。うわ、外れるか。
Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
トルネードはないんですか？
そんなもんはないわ。硬派なゲームにそんなもんはないわ。
In for par, and we'll sit tight at 4 under. Hole number 11, the Eden, is really the finest medium-length one-shotter in all of golf, isn't it, Frank?
Well, this hole's been copied by many an architect for the reasons why it's normally very, very difficult to make a hole of this length, or should I say this short, so difficult. But they've managed to do that here at Eden with that Strath bunker in the front and the severe sloping on either side of that bunker.
That can really be brutal, can it?
これででかいか。
It certainly does. And if you have any doubt there, you'll come unstuck.
ちょっと離席放送頑張ってください。
ありがとう。でも多分もうそんな長い時間はやらないよ。
From the rough, it's on the way. How good has the swing tempo been?
Has not lost it since the first hole, Rich. I think that's been the key to the round. Started with that rhythm, even though the winds were out there. The winds haven't abated, and neither has that rhythm.
Lining this one up for par. Those keep the round going, those par putts. Frank, the charm of St. Andrews, the history of the old course, it all sort of comes into view here at the 12th, doesn't it?
Yeah, very pretty hole. Eden estuary to the right. Obviously a nice view of the township of St. Andrews in the distance. But long hitters can just lick their chops and have a crack at this green. All they've got to do is worry about that little pot bunker short. But either into the breeze, or if you're not a long hitter, you've got to worry about those 4 bunkers that are well placed smack bang in the middle of this fairway.
And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. You feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Really playing some beautiful golf. That's a 5th birdie today. Moving on now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what's the strategy here?
Once again, to avoid those pot bunkers, the first one is called nicks, and then the other two up ahead, once again, they're called the coffins. Somehow you've got to go right or left of those or beyond those. If you can go in the exact right position, which is slightly left center, you will actually have a full view of this green. The left or right of that, then it's a blind second shot.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Second shot, good look at the green.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Frank, you can actually play this 14th hole by taking a detour to another hole on the front side. Explain.
Yeah, that's the 4th hole. The 4th hole is adjacent to the 14th, and if you're in a little bit of trouble off the tee, there's nothing wrong with playing the 14th as a zigzag style par 5. So that means the drive, if it doesn't go down the right, you go further left and then back to the green. But it's a safer way, but a much longer option.
That one came right off the meat of the bat. He really laid into that.
More than got a piece of that.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5. His second shot.
Oh, I like that.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Frank, this would be huge.
Oh, it's got that strut going, everything. This is when that hole starts to look a little bit bigger. You really feel like you can start to make everything.
Starting to fill it up now. 2 birdies in a row and 7 under for the championship. Back here at the 15th, and Frank, this fairway narrows up in a hurry.
And it's also, there's a big crop of heather that sort of constrains you if you're going to hit it just straight down the middle. Only the brave go down the right side. It brings in those little bunkers called robs. And they'll rob your scorecard, that's for sure.
Good contact, good result. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Let's see what the dominant #1 player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That was not a very good read right there. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Frank, the 16th hole, there was a time in my life when I was in 4th grade, I would have really enjoyed hitting the principal's nose. But that's not a good thing here?
Well, I'd like to think you graduated past 4th grade, but and if you did, then you'd be very aware of the principal's nose. You'd hit it left, it'd be a little longer into your second shot.
Well, this is always one of the toughest moments in any round. You've made a mistake, you hit it OB, you're disappointed, but you have to regroup, you have to focus, and try to get this next one in play. This will be the 3rd shot after being penalized for going out of bounds. Frank lost that one, and that might be OB.
Oh, I think you're right.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Setting up for an approach shot here. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself it is an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
That puts them at 4 under for the round. Frank, the 17th hole, you can get room service along the way here?
You can. If you flare one right there, you'll also pay a penalty for out of bounds. And so that hamburger better taste good, better be worth it. A little left of that, a little left of the out of bounds, and you're left with a second shot. That's fairly daunting because you have the road hole bunker to avoid and the road behind the green. Hence the name.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. So, 3rd shot now for Rory McIlroy.
Another good swing, another good approach shot.
This putt for par. Knocked that down for par, remains at 4 under. Frank, is there a more famous landmark in the sport than the tiny Swoken Bridge?
I think when you think of this game, the way in which we've followed it and covered it, Rich, over the last decade plus, no. It is just symbolic, not just with this golf course, but the game of golf itself, because every great champion has managed to make his foray across to Scotland and play the old course and walk across that bridge.
Always found this to be hard, Frank. You're seething, you're just fired up, you just knocked one out of bounds, and you have to kind of put it back together.
Yeah, this one better find the fairway.
3rd shot now after having gone OB. That is is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Fourth shot wants to get this close. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
About 18 feet away with a decent look. Settles in over the putt.
Oh, good roll, good putt.
Frank, just some great golf here today.
Yeah, that's a round to remember. Not often you play that well and you feel like you were head and shoulders above the rest of the field.
What a thrill to watch. And for Frank Nobilo and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.